Amazon big deal days are going on today, and I woke up this morning and I started shopping already, and I figured why not take you guys with me. And the way I want to do this is I'm not going to recommend anything that I don't own. So all this stuff, I have all of my lenses, all my camera bodies laid out on my table, and then a couple of things in the background as well. I'm going to go through, just check prices, see if anything is good that's on sale, and walk you guys through it. As always, I'll have links down in the description and in the comments, so all those are affiliate. I want to start with the FX30. This thing on Amazon currently is $15.98. It is has been at that price for a while. Technically, it is on sale, but it's been around that price for as long as I can remember. Still an excellent value, one of the absolute best video cameras that you can purchase. I actually used this for a corporate shoot just last week, shooting some B-roll and shooting some behind-the-scenes stuff and some interviews on a gimbal performer right here. Next up is one of my favorites, the A6700. Now this thing is, again, unfortunately not one of the cameras that Sony has on sale, but the price is $13.98 on Amazon, and it's been at that price for a while. Still a great value. It's a little bit less than the FX30, but still just as capable. As long as you're not outside in 100-degree temperatures shooting for extended periods of time, this thing should do just perfectly fine. If you are in the heat, then I'd recommend the FX30, but both are great, very capable APS-C cameras. Those are kind of staples in my collection. Next up is the A6100. This is my favorite go-to just photography camera. Still shoots great video, but I use this primarily when I'm out shooting. This is probably one of my most used cameras of all time. I haven't checked the shutter count on it, but I've used this thing a ton. This thing is not part of the sale. It is $5.98 on Amazon right now. Interestingly, the A6400, which is the model above the 6100, you can find for $669, so $70 more, which is just odd pricing. I always thought that the A6400 pricing for Sony stuff, especially on Amazon, has been all over the place, but I rest my case. Also, related to this, the ZV-E10, which my copy I just sold because I was going to get the ZV-E10 Mark II, but then I went down this Fuji rabbit hole. That is on sale. It's $100 off, so check that out if you guys are looking for a great budget-friendly video camera. And last up, the not deal of the day is this A6000, which I guess is out of production now, and so these are getting harder and harder to find because I'm watching prices on eBay go kind of crazy sometimes. But if you want to buy an A6000 on Amazon with a kit lens, it's $879, which I would not recommend doing at all. But again, out of production, I don't know why you would pay more for this when you have something like the A6400 or A6600 around the same price. So we're moving on to APS-C lenses now, and if you are looking for a one and done lens, there are really three options. I have two of them because I own two of them. This is the Sony 16-55G. This is a great lens. It's a little bit on the pricey side, not part of the deal today. The price currently is $12.98. But if you look at the used stuff on Amazon, a lot of it's a good deal. So for example, this lens you can buy used for $889, saving you, $400 and some change. And I would say that's a much better purchase than paying $1,300 plus tax for this thing. And most of the time, the used lenses are in pretty good shape, and if they're not, you can always return them. Now, if you want something like the Sony, but you're on a smaller budget and you don't want to really compromise on any of the optics, get this. This is the Sigma 18-50. I've recommended this lens to anyone and everyone that has used this lens has really loved it. Super compact, you can see. It's the same basically zoom range, but just how much smaller it is, and it's budget friendly. So this thing today is $519 on Amazon, and that is for a brand new one. So definitely highly recommended. This thing can replace your kit lens and will reward you with excellent optics. The one thing that I like about the Sigma over the Sony is that you have much closer minimum focus. So you can get really close to some product shots if you are doing something up close. This one, I think the minimum focus is something like 1.09 feet. So that is the two lenses that I recommend. The other third one that I don't have, that I don't own, is the Tamron 17-70. The benefit of that Tamron is that it has vibration compensation, so basically steady shot built in, and that lens slots right in between these two in terms of price at $699 today. So check those out. I'll have them linked below. Next up, we have the Sigma Quartet. So 4 lenses, all f1.4 primes for Sony APS-C. These are some of the absolute best lenses that you can buy for your APS-C cameras. Unfortunately, none of them are on sale for Amazon Prime Day deals, so you can pick them up. I always recommend them. I always link them down in the description, but they're not on sale today, unfortunately. 2 lenses that are on sale today are these Viltrox 27mm f1.2 and 75mm f1.2. And these two have quickly become my 2 absolute favorite prime lenses, even compared to those Sigma Quartet lenses that I just showed you guys. These two optically are excellent, and I've said this in one of my videos, but if Sony made a G Master Prime lens, it would be just like this. It would be all metal like this, super well built, aperture ring on here, custom buttons, autofocus, manual focus switches. Optically, these things are absolutely brilliant. The 75mm is the best portrait lens, in my opinion, that you can get for APS-C, and the 27mm is the best street walk around lens that I've ever used. So highly, highly recommend both of these. Both of them are 15% off for today's sale. Next up is my favorite ultra wide angle lens. This is the Sony 11mm f1.8. Super happy with this. Absolutely the best lens in my opinion if you're shooting interior real estate, if you're doing some super wide architectural stuff. There's so many things that you can use this lens for in a super tight studio. This could be your A-roll. It does distort out on the edges and the corners a little bit, but it's still a rectilinear 11mm with a super fast f1.8 aperture. So this thing is unfortunately not on sale, but it's been on sale for the same price for a long time, $498 currently today on Amazon. Okay, almost done with lenses. I have a couple of pancake lenses left, and that's really it for everything that I own as far as cameras and lenses. This is one that I recently picked up for a video, the Sony 20mm f2.8. I don't recommend this lens unless you're looking for something super compact on an APS-C setup for like street photography, because I think that there are better lenses out there for the money especially. This thing right now is $319 on Amazon, but a better option that's about half the price is the Viltrox version of this lens, which is also a 20mm f2.8 with autofocus. And that is a full frame lens, but you can use it on APS-C. It's $149 today, so I'd say pick that up for half the price of this one and save your money, but that's just me. And then the last one is not one that's available on Amazon. This is also a Viltrox, but this is on their Indiegogo page. I just did a review on this one, so it's $99 or $89 on sale, but I won't talk about that anymore. Now let's talk about some other accessories, because if you are shooting video, if you have a YouTube setup, if you are trying to do corporate stuff or trying to do work for people for money, you need other stuff. And one of the best investments that I've made for my YouTube studio is this Zoom F3 recorder. And this is one of those things that is currently on sale for Amazon deal days. It is coming in at $218, which is a very, very good deal. I think I paid $350 for mine, I'll be honest, when it came out. And the thing that I like most about it is it records everything in 32-bit float. So I can be yelling at the microphone, I can be screaming, and all of my audio levels will be perfectly fine. I don't have to deal with any sound cut, any crazy noise disturbances. The noise floor is super low with this recorder. And it's so compact, I take it with me everywhere. So I'd highly, highly recommend that. I mean, you're saving, it says 38% off, so take advantage of that. Now, as far as my microphone, the one that I'm using right now in my studio is the Audio-Technica AT875R, and this is a very budget-friendly condenser microphone, super compact. I have it just outside of my frame, so if I move it down, you guys can see it. There it is. Yeah. So there it is, super compact, super nice. I like the way that it sounds. Obviously, there are better microphones out there for the money. You can spend $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 on a shotgun or a condenser microphone. But I think for a budget-friendly, small room like this, it does the job perfectly well. For on-camera work, I usually travel with this ECM B10. This is a great 4-capsule microphone from Sony. Fortunately, not on sale. It's $248, but for $248, not having to mess with cables, this just goes into your hot shoe and it connects, and it's digital audio, has some nice controls on the back. I usually leave it in auto, and then you can change the sound pattern, or the pickup pattern, I should say. Very nice and compact microphone, and even though Sony has come out with newer microphones, I really haven't had the desire or the urge to update or to upgrade my setup. So this thing is perfectly fine for the majority of people, I think, in my opinion at least. Now let's talk about lighting. There are two lights that I've used in this YouTube setup forever. Well, I've used a bunch of other ones, but for my main key light, that is a SmallRig RC220B, and then my kind of fill light is the RC220D. Now both of these lights are currently on sale for Amazon Big Deal Days. They are 20% off, and I could not more highly recommend them because they're very inexpensive. They're $250 to $300 depending on which model that you get, currently on sale. They are super quiet. The fan basically does not turn on if you have them under like 30% intensity. And so I have my main key light at 6%, and I have this fill back. Let's see, where is it at? Right now it's at 5%. And so the way that I use these lights in this YouTube studio, they never emit any noises whatsoever, and I really like that. They're great cob lights. They've been super reliable, no issues whatsoever, so I'd highly recommend that you guys check them out. Now, as far as the background lights, actually these two tube lights are pretty new. I bought these on Amazon, and I don't even know what brand they are. They are TLX4, I think Metal Light is the brand. But they've been great. They hold a charge very well, super bright. I have them at maybe 7 or 8% intensity right now, full RGB. They don't pulse, they don't have any issues. They charge really quickly. And right now there is a coupon on Amazon, so you can buy one of them, the 4-foot version, which I have two of them back there, for $239 minus a $20 coupon, so $220 each. So definitely check those out if you guys are looking for RGB tubes. Also, I've been using this little light down here. This is one of the new Gwin Cinepeer RGB light tubes, and this thing has been awesome. One of my favorite designs for a light of all time. I use this thing all the time now for product shots, for thumbnails, for all that fun stuff. Holds a charge for a very long time. So this light is almost $50 off today. It comes in at $254 for Prime Big Deal Day, and I would highly recommend checking it out. Most people that I've talked to about this light really do like it a whole lot. So let me put this back there. Another Gwin light that is on sale today is this M40. This is actually, I'm using one of them as a hair sort of light. I'm not really good at hair lighting, but it is up there. You guys can't see it, but it's mounted on a shelf in my office. And this is a second one that I have. This thing has been awesome just for a variety of portable use purposes. I'll bring this with me when I need some extra fill light. They get super bright. They do have a fan on the back. It does get noisy if you crank it up to 100%, but super nice lights. And for $84, you really can't beat it. So I just have a handful of other things on my list to talk about today. One of them is a gimbal, the only one that I'm going to talk about, and that is this Cinepeer. This is the Cinepeer Weebill 3E, and this is by far one of my favorite budget gimbals of all time. I say it's a budget gimbal because it's budget friendly, but it's just as well featured as the more premium gimbals out there, and it has the backing of Gwin. This is really made by Gwin, just under the Cinepeer brand. And this is on sale today for a deal. It's $211 US. Honestly, for $200, there is no reason not to pick up a gimbal such as this. Super compact, very capable, very good. I'd highly recommend this one. Next up is a tripod. Now, this is the one that I travel with. This is my only real premium tripod. The other ones that I use around here, I literally pick up for $4 or $5 on Facebook Marketplace. But this one is a very good, super lightweight carbon fiber tripod. It's made by Sure, and this one is also on sale today. It is $103, which I know I paid way more for this than $103. Super nice head on it, quick release-ish, quick-ish release, not really a quick release, but it goes on and off pretty quickly. And again, super compact. You can stick this on the side of your travel bag on your backpack and get super steady shots. So there are two lenses that I haven't even started reviewing yet, but they are also on sale. One of them is this Viltrox. It's a 40mm f2.5 super compact full frame. Supposedly very good lens. We'll see. I am working on this video right now, but it is on sale 15% off today, so you can pick that thing up for 142 bucks. The Sony version of that lens is $548, so it's a lot less expensive. And last up, I have this Young Lao. This is one of those things that Mark Bennett really made me buy. Because I wanted to try these out to see what they are about. And so I picked this thing up. You can see it's just sealed. And obviously I bought this a couple days ago and now it's on sale for 10% off. And I don't know, it makes me upset. But anyway, I'm not that upset. Now last up I have a bunch of cameras. Now this video, again, is not sponsored by anyone at all for any reason, but I bought some Eufy cameras really to stop paying monthly or yearly for the Ring subscription. Our house has been attacked by feral pigs at night, so I've been waking up and trying to scare them off at like 2 or 3 in the morning. It's been really fun. That's one of the perks of living in Texas, I guess. But I picked up a doorbell and some other cameras. These things are all on sale today, and I need to figure out how to get an adjustment as well. So anyway, check those out if you guys are in the market. And I think that's going to be it for this video. As I see other stuff pop up that relates to camera and video stuff that's interesting, I'll leave those down in the description and I'll keep updating that. And if you guys come across any other good deals that I didn't bring up, leave those in the comments and I can add them to the description. That way we are all saving money together. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.